Good morning. It is Thursday, April 23rd. I'm Harry Smith.
And I'm Paula Zahn. Welcome to CBS This Morning.
How many mornings have you spent trying to get to the television to tune in CBS This Morning before your kids can tune in Shining Time Station to watch Thomas the Tank Engine? Well, call the kids in now. Our Barry Peterson has the true story of Thomas the Tank Engine.
Through the gray mist of an English country morning chugs the ghost of railroading past. Part of the Kent and East Sussex Railway, only 6 miles of track and trains that run mostly on weekends. This railroad is powered and peopled by nostalgia. Every worker is a volunteer, living out a fantasy that began in the days of Queen Victoria and Empire, the days of steam.
With a diesel engine or an electric engine, you just open the throttle and go. The man doesn't do much. I mean, it's a living thing. You've got a fire in there. That's my idea of what it's all about.
And at the Kent and East Sussex, they never worry about getting new recruits. English children know all about steam engines. They know because of Thomas the Tank Engine, who wants to be a really useful engine. And his friends like Percy.
Hello, Thomas, whistled Percy. You look splendid. Yes, indeed, boasted Thomas.
Thomas has been a big hit in Britain for years. And as the centerpiece for the PBS children's show, Shining Time Station, Thomas is becoming an even bigger hit in America.
To a Shining Time Station.
If you travel to a quiet English village, you can meet the man who inspired Thomas. Christopher Audrey was a little boy with measles. To amuse him, his father made up morality tales about a steam engine.
He made me a little model engine out of odd scraps of wood that he happened to have lying about. He painted it blue, and the family story is that I called it Thomas.
His father retired after writing 26 books, and Christopher took over the family firm, writing new Thomas stories in a study crammed with railway history.
You'll never find a story where, let us say, Thomas leaps off the rails and goes to rescue a sheep who's got stuck in a hedge, because engines don't do that. But an engine did run into a house anyway.
And shut his eyes. The house rocked.
Thomas had no troubles, however, making the journey from books to television.
Right, we'll go a little bit closer then.
To director David Mitton, the face of the engines is all important. He struggles to get the right expression, the right performance from Thomas and his friends.
The little engines for me, I mean, like little Percy and Thomas and all that, have a life of their own, and the bigger engines have another life.
And just as important, to create the kind of setting a child will love.
There's no waste all over the land. The trees are always lovely and green, and the flowers are always colourful. And Thomas lives in this land, and he loves it. It's a child's image of how nature should really be.
Britt Allcroft, who brought Thomas to British television, believed he would be perfect for America. There were minor changes before Thomas crossed the Atlantic. The Fat Controller seemed a dangerous name in politically correct America, so he became Sir Topham Hatt. And the first strong female engine has been added, Mavis the Diesel.
Fiddlesticks, said Mavis, and flounced away.
And Thomas is a sellout. Train layouts, videos, jigsaws. Thomas is even a spaghetti lunch. Thanks to the TV series, he sells more books than Winnie the Pooh. Thomas is a remembrance of things past, the clattering, clanking steam trains that talked and wheezed as they chugged by.
Nowadays, when you get trains, they're just electric trains that go zooming past with nothing particularly interesting.
And when it comes to a fantasy like this, the feel of the engine, the rocking along the tracks, Thomas and those who made him understand that it doesn't really matter who's the grown-up and who's the child. Barry Peterson for CBS This Morning.
Ringo Starr used to be the narrator, and now George Carlin is the narrator and plays the conductor on Shining Time Station here in the United States. We really do know all about this.
You do watch this. Mavis, the diesel engine, we're very happy about that addition.
There was a diesel who was just a a guy, Diesel, who's not particularly well liked by the steam engines because they're very modern.
But
And,
Mavis is no wimp, right?
no way.
He's
No.
out there with
Big
Thomas.
time. Big time.
Good, we like
And
that.
the best part is all the little lessons because each little story is a little parable. We like that a lot. I think I like him better than my son does.
That's okay. That's what it's supposed to be all about.
5 minutes.